What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going over a subject that a lot of people are talking about. Unfortunately, there hasn't been an official recall for it, but more of a service bulletin that came out. In this picture that I'm showing you right now, you see two pictures of the timing chain tensioner. Now they both look very similar. I mean, from the outside, aside from the part number that you can see, over here and whatnot, they look identical. The only difference between the OEM part that came with our bikes and the updated part is that the old part has an internal spring, I believe. Now, supposedly over 10,000 RPMs for extended periods of time can cause the spring to fail. The new tensioner, it is fully hydraulic, and that's why they are doing the replacement of this part. It's free, it's going to get covered under warranty. When you go to the dealer, you're going to probably be there for at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half or two, depending on how long you got to wait. But the majority of the waiting part is just letting the bike cool down so that they can, get the oil all the way to go down, and for just the bike to cool down to take off the panels, and then they could start taking out the tensioner. Now, like I said, not everybody knows about this, so I figured I'd make a video about it. It is kind of important. Now, I do want to say some things about the OEM cam chain tensioner. So my bike is a 2020 S1000rr, which is a k67 model in the USA. And I put on roughly, I would say definitely 7,000 miles of hard riding, which involved a lot of higher RPM rides. A lot of the rides that I took were, highway bursts where we were really ringing out the bike and staying at those sustained, 8 to almost red line. So I was definitely in those higher RPMs for a while. Now, like I said, that was 7,000 miles. Now, of course, there is always that chance that the spring could fail. Obviously, it did not fail in mine. And if you're waiting a month or two to go get your appointment booked to get in there to get it updated, don't worry about it. Go ride the bike, enjoy it just like you normally would, set up your appointment, and then when you go there, obviously you'll have the updated part and it won't really be that big of a deal. So something I'll just show you quick. Like I said, these are the two ones. They look identical. You can't tell from the outside any difference. All right, so this is kind of what happens. So events, sustained speeds above 10,000 RPMs can cause the spring in the timing chain tensioner valve check to break. Fragments of the broken spring can enter into the oil through the oil circuit bottom case. In individual cases, the breeze may obstruct the flow of oil to the camshaft bearings. This has caused the camshaft to seize momentarily, further causing damage to the valve train. From February 1st, 2022, all series deliveries will feature the new timing chain tensioner without springs, temporarily marking the timing chain tensioner with the yellow paint circle. After the tool is adjusted, the new item code will be printed on the case. The new timing chain tensioner has no spring in the valve check. So like I said, it's fully hydraulic. Now this picture that I basically got explaining what is going on, they say that they mark it with a yellow dot on the tensioner. Now, I just got mine done recently, and probably, a month ago, if that. And I did not get any yellow dot because I think by now that, they figured it all out and they don't have to do that yellow paint mark anymore, so if you don't see it, it's not a big deal. You just want to check the invoice that you get from your dealer. And I'll show you that now for a second. All right, so here's what the paperwork said. Customer reports service action, replace timing chain tensioner, the number, blah, 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 blah. So obviously this is a service call, and they installed a different part number, 11315A657F5 chain tensioner. Alright guys, so as you can see in that little clip that I just showed you, that is the new updated part number. Now I also want to show you something else. So this is the service bulletin information. You can see it is for the k67 model S1000rr. That's the M package, or any of them. with a production date of February 26, 2019 to February 9th, 2022. It is also for the K66 model, and that is the M1000rr, with a production date of August 26, 2020 to February 2nd, 2022. So basically, this kind of shows you what the service bulletin is. The dealer's probably not going to call you. You may get something in the mail. I didn't get it. I just heard about it word of mouth. And honestly, when I talked to the dealer about it, they didn't know about it until 2 weeks ago or something from that date that I got it done. Now, obviously, it'll be replaced. The updated tightening torque for the timing chain tensioner is 55 Newton meters to tighten it, and the previous one was 42 meters. Why that is, I have no idea, but obviously they upped the torque amount on it. So get your appointment in and obviously get it done. If you have a production date bike later than what is shown on the service bulletin, then you're good. You don't got to worry about it. If you're not sure, you could always call the dealer. They can run your VIN number and they will let you know if you have the updated cam chain tensioner already installed. So we'll just kind of zoom in on here so you can see a little bit better, just so that you guys can read it. So I'll just leave this on a screen for a minute, or like 30 seconds. You could obviously pause the video just to fully read it, but it just kind of tells you what's going on in the service bulletin. Like I said, I didn't get this. I saw it on the forums, which was released first, and then it started hitting the Facebook pages. So I'm just kind of making this video to inform everybody about what's going on with your bikes. Now, some people were saying that, or asking, is the bike going to be quieter when it's running? From my personal experience, my bike sounds exactly the same as the day I got it, after I installed the full exhaust and everything. It's not any quieter. It's just to basically prevent any type of failure happening from the spring that was in the original tensioner. Now, another thing to note is that, this part that you're not getting a new chain. You are just getting a new timing chain tensioner. So it's just the tensioner that is getting replaced. It's not the chain. So I just wanted to clear that up as well. But yeah, guys, make sure you get this done. Set up your appointments. I mean, like I said, you could see these things look identical. When I saw it at the dealer, you could not tell the difference at all. They looked exactly the same, and unless this thing was cut in half or something, then you might be able to tell the difference. But to the naked eye, obviously you couldn't see anything different. But yeah, like I said, this is what happens, and I had that up before, so you could check that, pause it if you need to, and read it. But yeah, definitely get it done. And like I said, this is for the M1000rr and the S1000rr. It doesn't matter if you have the M package or just standard one. It's this model, the k67 and the k66, for these production years. So make sure you guys check that out. Alright guys, so that's going to do it kind of for today's video. I just wanted to get this information out there because a lot of people don't know about it, and a lot of people have not got the a mail from them stating that this needs to be replaced, and probably some of the dealers don't really know. And that's the great part about the real forums, and obviously that kind of filters into some of the Facebook forums as well, because usually it's always found out through the real forums first, just because we have people that are really diehard super fans about it, and they have connections, and they kind of find out this information before a lot of the public and even some of the dealers find out. I mean, I remember one time I mentioned something to one of the dealers, and they had no idea what I was talking about, and lo and behold, here we are, and this is it. So set your date, get your appointment in, and just, obviously get it done if your bike falls between those years. You could still ride your bike. Like I said, I highly doubt it's going to fail by the time that your appointment is set and when you get there. Is there that chance? Yes, there's that very, very slight chance. I mean, the majority of people don't really stay in 10,000 RPMs and up for the long majority of time of riding. Yes, some do, and I could kind of attest to that a little bit, and my stock one did not fail. Did I get the updated tensioner? Of course I did, because one, it's under warranty and it's free, and two, obviously I don't want any type of failure happening to my machine. Now, another thing to note is that the software did not get an update. Some people have the brand tuning flashes, some people have whatever you got. Doesn't really matter at this point. The whole point is that they did not update my software. Now, if you had software from maybe 2 years ago, or or something like that, they may update it. I'm not 100% positive they would. I know it's just basically an action to take the old one out, put the new one in, and that's it. So just for safety measures, I flashed my bike back to stock, and then obviously when I got back home, I just flashed it again. So that was kind of pointless. I didn't have to do that. So, I wouldn't be too worried about that. But like I said, if you have software that was, like 2 years or older and they saw it, they might update it. They might not. I highly doubt it though. But you could also request for them, hey, you could just say, don't, do me a favor. I understand you guys are doing the tensioner, but I don't want any software updates done, even if you have old software. Because like I said, I had my bike. I did not update the software for 2 years, and that was in 2020 when I got my bike in February, I believe, or was it? Yeah, around February. So I didn't update my software for 2 years. I just did it recently because I finally got the brake recall done for the USA models, and I wanted to get my extended warranties, and I had some other stuff I wanted to do under under recall, and of course the brake. The calipers that I got replaced under warranty with the updated ones that supposedly didn't leak, and even though mine never did, it did require a service update. So obviously I flashed my bike back to stock. I got all that stuff done. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Like I said, just wanted to get this information out there for you guys so that you can get your your appointment set. More than likely, you'll probably get yours done before you even get a notice about it. That's just how it is. It's not really a official recall yet. It's more of a service bulletin. And, it's kind of crappy that, they aren't sending, emails or letters out immediately when this was found in, what was it, September or something? Or not September. Where the heck was it? Let's see. In June 15th, 2022, this is apparently when the service bulletin came out. So, it's basically end of August, beginning of September right now. And I haven't got, this information at all sent to me via mail or, about the update or anything like that. So this is just for you guys, and I hope it's been informational. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that notification bells to see any more videos that I will be posting in the future. This channel is all about you guys and keeping you informed on some of the new stuff that's happening on the bikes, and any service bulletins like this, and some other odds and ends, and how-tos, and just some blogging and riding videos, which I think you guys will enjoy. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for that. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next video.